Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Got a special guest today with my guy Aiden. Aiden's been working with me for about 3 to 4 months now. But Aiden, I don't want to steal your thunder. Kind of introduce yourself, where you go to school, and your baseball journey a little bit.
My name's Aiden Chartrand. I'm currently at SUNY Oneonta, which is a D3 program in New York. I played in a really small school in upstate New York and just really just worked as hard as I could to get where I'm at right now.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely a hard worker. Kind of something that I think is definitely needed to be said on this interview is that Aiden's ambidextrous. So kind of walk us through that process.
So when I was younger, I was a natural lefty, did everything lefty, and my dad would bring me to all these slow pitch tournaments, and he hits right, throws right. So me being young, wanted to do what my dad was doing, and then when I was like 10, 11 years old, we got a glove, and I just kind of just started throwing with both, and I just stuck since.
Yeah, I think that's every little kid wants to emulate their dad. So I think it's super cool that it translated to baseball and all the way up to the Division II level in college is pretty impressive to be able to
Yeah.
do both. Um, Sort of walk me through a little bit, and the people watching this, like before you and I started together, kind of where you were in your baseball journey and why you wanted to reach out for help.
So where I was at, I was like 82, 83 right-handed, and I was just working hard, but I really wasn't going into a true direction. I was kind of just hitting my head off the ball constantly. And when I started working with you, it literally just put me in a line. I've seen constant progress throughout the whole program, just in everything. I've loved it. It's easy. I'm not having to guess on my workouts anymore, and just it's one of the best investment I've done for my career.
I think that's awesome, and I appreciate you saying that. It's been a pleasure on my end for sure. Before you got in here, obviously you said you're kind of working on your own. You've always been a hard worker, just didn't feel like you knew the direction to go in. What did you think you needed to work on before we even started working together?
I was thinking I had to work on my lead leg block and just like arm action and everything, but I was doing it in such a way that was not beneficial towards me. And I kind of knew what I needed to do, but it wasn't like the region, but it really just wasn't the drill work that I needed or anything. So when I came in here and I got it done, it clicked and it really is just skyrocketed my progress.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think too, you were in a similar spot to a lot of guys, knowing that you think you need to work on some things, just weren't sure exactly what to do. When you were going through that process, were you kind of pulling things off Instagram? Like what were you doing when, in your mind, knowing I need to work on my lead leg block, but I'm just not sure how to get there? How did you go about that process?
I would just look at photos and just videos of me pitching, and I would go to Instagram and TikTok and just look up videos of drill work and try to do stuff. And it's like I'm looking at everything, I'm trying to do it, but it just really wasn't clicking.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a pretty common thing is, athletes seeing what is wrong and just don't know how to fix it, and they try to pull things off the internet. And sadly, it just doesn't work. Um,
Hope I lost you.
okay. Um, so what were the exact adjustments we made once you hopped in the program?
Oh, my arm action was really out of place and just my front foot was out of place. I wasn't lead leg. My lead leg block was just awful on my left side, and just becoming more natural with the throwing because I was just so mechanical and just so robotic, and just I lost the athlete aspect of pitching, and just getting back into taking ground balls and just doing everything, just becoming an athlete again, just not throwing a baseball.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. I think, especially what you spoke about earlier, taking stuff off Instagram and drills, you just kind of overloaded yourself with drill work. And then we started working together, and it was, were you surprised a little bit in the sense of like the main thing for your program specifically was athletic work and really doing ground balls? Did you expect that to happen?
No, I really didn't. It completely took me by shock. But when my dad was hitting the ground ball and stuff, he goes, this is really working because it was just something that we just did not expect that we needed, and it was probably the most beneficial thing that we did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think that was a huge part of your program. Obviously, we did do some drill work combined with it as well, to really clean up some things. So before you hop in the program, right, we're not really doing that athletic work, pulling stuff up Instagram. Hop in the program, start doing some athletic work along with some drills. I don't. We didn't throw a bullpen for at least the first 2 months of your program. And before you hopped in, you were 82, 83. Kind of talk me through the first bullpen you threw and what A, how it felt, and B, the velocity numbers we had.
The first bullpen I had, I think I was 84, 85, but and I wasn't like really drifting well or anything. I hadn't really unlocked that part of it, but it was
Hmm.
a lot harder. It just flew out of my hand. And I remember seeing the gun for the first time. My first pitch was 84, and that was a new PR for me. And it shocked me. And then the later bullpen before I left for college, I hit 88, and that was just a number that I've been wanting to hit for forever. And it was just so satisfying just to look at the radar gun and just see it.
Yeah, no, I think that it was awesome on my end to hear that because obviously, right, we start out before we get into we're 82, 83. We have a little bump in our first pen of 80, 45, and then right before we leave for college, we have this 6 mile an hour increase from 82 to 88. And now obviously you're at college and you've thrown in lives and bullpen since then, and we're maintaining that number, right? We're consistently hitting 88 pretty consistently, which I think is awesome. For somebody watching this right now who obviously has heard some of the things that you've talked about inside the program, what does it exactly look like in the program from your end?
It's the easiest app you could ever work. It's just everything's right there for you. It's explained in the app. It's just the easiest thing you could ever do. Because you get all these other apps that are just so complicated, but everything's laid out for you. Your whole week's laid out for you. And it's just so nice just to click two buttons and see everything that you need to do for that day.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I think that's awesome. When it actually looks like kind of inside the program, what does a normal day look like for you, kind of going through the app from, I guess, the first time you log on until you're kind of done for the day?
So depending on the day, every day you do your foam roll work, your lacrosse ball work just to get rolled out. Then you do your activation work. And you just do your throwing program, then depending on the day or not, you go to the gym and you work out. But it's just the one key part of the whole workout and the app thing is getting that actual warm up because that warm up is so detrimental and the tissue work and everything just makes your body feel so much better.
100%. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's a huge part of why I put that in the program for sure. When it comes to sort of um, obviously with the soft tissue and stuff like that, um, obviously there's videos built inside the app so you can see exactly what you're doing. Walk me through that process a little bit of the videos being inside the app and how that's helped you.
So like, I'm not having to go to another link and just get get out of the flow of the workout. I'm literally just able to click one button, videos popped up, whole instructional video, just so easy to do and just makes everything so much easier. It's not even funny. It just helps you out so much. It's just so convenient for you, everything that you do. And if you want to just watch it, just make sure you're doing it again. It's literally just right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I agree. I think that's the best part of the app for sure. Is just being able to not have to go all over the place and if you forget something, it's in there, at your disposal. Um, for someone watching this who now kind of understands the system a little bit, they're just wondering if this program's for them. Who would you describe this program being for?
Somebody that wants to push themselves. Because if you're not gonna want to push yourself, it's not for you. If you really wanna become the best version of yourself and you're willing to put the time and effort in, it's for you. If you're literally just willing to work hard and you just know you're missing a couple of things, it's for you. It's the best thing you can do for yourself is to having this program.
I appreciate you saying that. That's awesome. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think the work ethic is the biggest part of this and why you've had such great success because, as we said earlier, you're just a really hard worker, which is just a testament to you. Obviously, you had never done really online training before hopping into this. What were sort of your beliefs going into online training, either good or bad, before you hopped into the program?
Before I hopped into the program, I thought online training was a complete joke. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was something that could never work, and you had to be in person to learn. But doing this program is the complete opposite. I am a full believer that online training is the way to go. The availability is so much better, and just having all the resources at your fingertips is just so much easier than having something in person.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that you said that. And I think that's the perception a lot of the time is that online training just isn't going to work and I need somebody in person. What sort of flipped your belief to join the program, right? Because obviously, if you had never done it before and you really only believed in person training, why did you join the online side?
It was my first call with you, and I'm like, this is points that I've never seen before, and it's something that I'm willing to put time in to do. And just everything you said in that first meeting with availability and just having everything available to you all the time was just so convenient. It's just something we never thought of, me and my family, till that point. Because we were going to people in person, and it just didn't pan out because online is just, it's so much better. It's just so weird to think about saying that, just a complete 180 on my views.
No, I think that's awesome. Because I think that's pretty much the perception. And obviously, it's frustrating for you to be a guy going to a very good program within your home state, and wanting to be prepared for it, and you felt like you put in all this work with these in-person lessons and just haven't seen the results. So I think it's a huge testament to your character to not get so discouraged and just look for other options. Um, to somebody who's watching this and is kind of on the fence about whether either to join online training in general or work with me in general, what would you say to that person?
Yeah, the worst you can thing is just try it. It's the hardest step is just showing up and just start doing it. Because if you do it and you don't like it, you can get out. But I know for a fact that's not going to be the result because you're gonna love it and just want to keep on doing it. It's just amazing. This program, just working with you has been great. Just the availability and just every program designed to that person. That the drill work changes. It's just amazing.
I appreciate you so much, dude, saying that, and it's been a pleasure to work with you for sure. Is there any last thing you sort of want to say before we hop off here, whether about just yourself in general or about the training program at all? But it's your floor, man.
Um, the training program, it, with communicating with you for the first time was something that like I thought it was like every other person trying to reach out, and then I started talking to him where I'm like, that he generally wants to get to know you and get to work with you, it's just not for your money. And it was like actually wanting to help a person like get better in their sport. And that's where like that personal connection came and just you being in it, playing at every division, knowing what that's going to do. It's not just the training aspect, it's knowing the situation that I'm going to be in. But being on that campus and being that student athlete is just something that I just really like felt the connection, just was a complete reason why we did this. It was just amazing.
I again, I just can't say enough how much I appreciate you saying these things because
Oh, no
um,
problem.
I couldn't say it better myself, right? At the end of the day, I wanted to make sure I could help you and that I felt like I could. I thought you were the perfect fit. For somebody watching this too, who wants to follow along in your journey, because if they don't think at this point in this interview that you're just an awesome human being, I don't know what they're watching, but where can they find you on social media to sort of watch you crush it this year?
My Instagram is like my big thing. I don't have that many followers, so it probably is me. But it's come from a small town, you really don't get that many people. And that's about it. I just got Instagram.
Okay, sweet deal. What's the Instagram handle so they can find you?
AIDN underscore CHARTRAND 11.
Sweet deal. I hope they follow you and follow your journey. Obviously, I will, because we're
Thank
still
you.
rocking and rolling on our end. But Aiden, I really appreciate your time, dude. If you want to be a stud like Aiden, you can click the link in the description to book a call with me to see if you're the fit for this program. But Aiden, I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
All right. Thanks, dude. That was unbelievable. You're an absolute stud.
Thank you,
Um,
man.